have from 13 to 17. So we will share the flyer in the group, WhatsApp group. Please be a part of it. And the registration is yet to begin. So we will share that once the flyer is finalized. The time is 7 o'clock. I think we can start. Let me start the recording button. Just a bit. Good evening, all. I'm very happy to have you all here for the day 5 of the 5-day series on the art of proposal writing. We have been seeing or looking at the various aspects of proposal writing, starting from the skeleton, what to do, what not to do. And we have a range of speakers, 2 from the arts and humanities and 2 from sciences. Today, we are going to have Dr. S. Rachel from Department of Social Work Aided. And she is going to talk about the other dimension of proposal writing, that is proposals for the conferences, faculty development programs, and travel grants, and so on. So let me introduce the speaker of the day. Dr. S. Rachel is a dedicated academician and a researcher committed to making a significant impact in society. She serves as an assistant professor in the Department of Social Work, and her specialization is the medical and psychiatric social work. And she is having a lot of research profile along with the prolific publications too. And she has extensive field experience that is eventually very important for the social work domain. And she has got a wonderful accomplishment to her credit, because she's a recipient of ICSSR Doctoral Research Fellowship, and she has demonstrated a lot of government projects and funding projects for the conferences and so on. And she has a lot of publications in journals and proceedings that is Scopus Index journals and so on. So she's the right person to talk about how to fetch funding for the proposals. So without further delay, I would like to hand over the session to Dr. S. Rachel. Over to you.
Good evening, all. Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you so much for the kind introduction, Dr. Solomon. So to begin with, I'm here to share my experiences in applying for research grants and also particularly focusing on funding pathways from governmental and other agencies so that we can organize seminar, conferences, and workshops and so forth. And to recapitulate what had happened thus far. So in the previous day's meeting, we were able to understand from day 1, the essential components of a proposal, the do's and don'ts for ICSSR projects. And in day 3, we were able to understand the process of developing for CV for PI. And particularly yesterday, we were able to understand the importance of receiving grants as an assistant professor in academia. So in this day, I would like to give my presentation based on this slide. So this will be my overview of my presentation for the day. I will introduce, and then I would like to focus on some of the prerequisites that are essential for applying to varied organizations. And I would like to run through some of the details, different governmental organizations from science and social science background, and what are their expectations from us in order to receive grants, to organize seminars and conferences. And I would like to focus also on some of the best practices if we could do, so that we will be able to improve our success rate in getting the grants. And I will also try to help you out in finding the resources. And I will also close with an action plan and with my research study, which was granted by the National Organization Funding Agency as such. And before writing, it's essential for each and every one of us to read the guidelines, right? So it is highly essential for us to understand the necessity to know the guidelines, because we have to know who exactly is eligible to apply, because different funding agencies have different protocols, and it is highly essential for us to understand the guidelines. And sometimes there are certain organizations, funding agencies, where they have their own restrictions on the number of applications. Some organizations are really very much specific. They do not want more than 2 applicants from the same institutions. So it is highly essential for us to understand this. And also they are very specific about the frequency of funding and also frequency of applying to that particular organizations. We cannot apply to the same organization again and again before a period of time. So it is highly essential for us to know that. And also we have to focus on the expected number of participants, because if we are not really very much clear about whom are we going to invite, then what is the expectation of the agency who are going to fund us, then it will be really very much difficult for us to receive the grant. So that before writing, it is also really very much important for us to know like what is the format of submission, because each agency has a different kind of submission format, and it is very much important for us to understand that. And so that like we will not be we can easily avoid any disqualification. Sometimes we are not really very much aware of some of the formats for budgeting. So even that, it is really very much essential, so that it would be easier for us to read through the guidelines, understanding the eligibility, so that like even certain organizations, they have certain percentage to be allocated for travel, certain percentage for accommodations, and so on and so forth. And it is also essential for us to run through the funding organizations, their guidelines, so that it will be easy for us to understand what are some of their travel, the percentage of their allocations, certain aspects, and also to manage the accountability, because sometimes like we might be delaying in submitting. Some organizations, they are very specific, so that like we need to submit the reports within 60 days of the after the event. And some organizations, they are very much specific before now 1 month of the event that had happened. So it is really very much essential. Sometimes we might also miss out because of our anxiousness in applying. We will not know for what purpose they are funding. So it is also really very much important for us to know in what way this funding agency is going to help us, particularly the purpose of the funding. So that is really very much essential. So these 4 aspects, the reading the guidelines, understanding the eligibility and type of the event that is funded by that particular funding organization, and also the purpose of the funding of the organization, that knowledge is really very much essential for each and every one of us before writing a proposal to any organizations. So now, to moving on, what do you think would be the components of a conference? If you you can also give your answers in the chat box. What comes to your mind when you think these are all the components of a conference? What comes to your mind immediately? You can just type your answers in the chat box.
I
Yes,
just want
PPT.
to
Yes, sir.
rephrase that. What are the things that that is important in a conference that require a funding, something like that?
Yeah. Lecture speakers. Yes. Participants. Yeah. Good. Topic. Budget. Great. Hospitality. Yes. Publications is very much essential. The theme. Objectives. Yeah. Very good. Technical sessions. Conference kit. Obviously, yes. And importance of networking with different organizations. The speaker. The choice of speaker is really very much important. Yeah, publication again. The audience, whom are we choosing? Right, the sponsors. Yes, rightly said, Dr. Princely. Yeah, the sponsors is really very much refreshment and lunch. Yes. Okay, the theme, title. Yes, more or less, yeah, you all have covered the most important aspects of any conference which we are in need of any funding, right? So if that is what is the case, so I could definitely say PPT, we can print, we can prepare based on the knowledge, skill sets, based on our understanding, our expertise. At the same time, it is also essential for us to get sponsors, right? My focus area in this session is going to be on some of the funding organizations so that it will be easy for us to capsulate. So, main two prerequisites are there before applying, because different funding agencies have their own specific schemes and eligibility as such. So it is really very much essential for us to have a very good understanding of the different types of schemes that the funding organization is offering to the people who are funding, the recipients. And also knowledge on which agencies to approach. Randomly, we cannot apply to everyone, because like knocking the door everywhere will not definitely find an answer to it. So knowledge on which agency to approach will increase the chance of getting the fund. So here, I'm going to divide my presentations on two major areas based on science and social science. So I'm going to focus on the conference, travel, and workshop, funding organizations in science and in social sciences. What are some of the organizations where they are funding for conferences, seminar, and workshop? So to begin with, in terms of science, so we have this Department of Biotechnology, which is the Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India. So they offer a very great support to the young researchers as well as the scientists, to offer support to organize seminars and conferences as such. So they have the CTEP program, which is explained as Conference, Travel, Exhibition, and also popular lecture programs in the field of biotechnology. So that the main aim of this Department of Biotechnology is to popularize the biotechnology activities in India, and it supports to organize national, international conferences, symposium, and workshop within India. And it also provides a lot of travel support, particularly to the young researchers, to present their papers at international conferences. So they are giving funds. This is the screenshot of the website as such. So they offer conference, travel, exhibition, and popular lecture programs to popularize biotechnology, as I had told. So here, the main eligibility criteria is that the person has to have an in-house expertise so that they'll be able to receive the fund. And for international conferences, it is highly essential for us to get an approval from the respective administrative ministry, and also clearance from the Ministry of Home Affairs and also Ministry of External Affairs. So this is what it is really very much important for applying from this Department of Biotechnology. And they are very much specific that not more than 2 applications from the same organizations is not entertained at the same period. So it is, we need to be really very much careful about that as well. And before that, I would like to focus on some of the travel aspects which they are offering for the young researchers. And they have, below 50 years of age, they are funding people. And also for the prerequisite is that they should have a post-graduation in science or an undergraduation in engineering or technology. And the main aspect is that their paper should have been accepted for presentation as a single or a lead author. So they should not have got any prior support in the last 3 financial years. So the application has to be submitted online through. So these were some of the conditions the Department of Biotechnology offers. The next comes DST, SERB, Department of Science and Technology, particularly focusing on science and engineering research. They give assistance to professional bodies, seminars and symposia, and grants to academic and research professional bodies. And we have to apply through ANRF portal. and the application has to be not earlier than 180 days, and it should not be later than 60 days before the event. So we need to be really very much careful about the time period which we are applying for it. And one good news is that now the applications are open, because like between 23rd of November, if you're planning for any event, so now they had opened the portal. So financial assistance for professional bodies and or to conduct seminar and symposia is open. So you can try applying. So it is an online application again, and you have to fill in your details, and then you have to upload the required documents. The website will definitely take you through the journey where you have to, it has given a clear guideline of how you have to go through. And particularly, you have to get an endorsement letter from your institution head, and you also have to submit the brochure for application of your grant. And particularly, it is really very much essential. Invariably, for all the agencies, you have to give the brochure with the details of the resource persons. So many of the organizations, they are not really very much entertaining the change of speakers. So accordingly, they are also reducing the amount of grant as such. Not only that, these are all the eligibility for people who have to apply. So the application should be an Indian citizen residing in India and should hold a regular position in a recognized academic institution or even in a national laboratory recognized by R&D institution. So this application has to be submitted not earlier than 180 days and not later than 60 days before the date of the event. So this is how, as I had told you, you will be guided through, you have to go through the menu, through the ANRF portal, and you have to submit the proposal. And some of the details, like they have a specification of like how many characters it should have, and you please make sure that you are really very much careful in doing that, because it might also result in rejection if you're not adhering to the guidelines. So these are all the essential documents that is very much required for submission of your proposal. You have to get a certificate from the convener, whoever is organizing, endorsement letter from the head of the institution, the brochure or the announcement of the event, and technical program session-wise, including the names of chair and co-chairs is really very much essential. And you also have to mention the list of the keynote speakers with the details, and also not only the academic institutions, but also for societies and also registered bodies. Additional documents might be needing, because like they have to upload the registration certificate, audited accounts, and so on. It is all mentioned in the portal as well. Now, moving on into the third aspect, that is ICMR, Indian Council for Social Medical Research. Here, though they had stopped major funding, but still they are funding for workshop, particularly up to 10 lakh maximum for a workshop. NGOs or engineering pharmacy colleges can definitely submit their application to organize workshop, to co-organize, and also they can collaborate with the MCI recognized government medical colleges or any UGC recognized institutions in the relevant subjects. So experts in the field of biomedical research and also definitely can apply for this. It is highly essential for a concern letter from the concerned medical college or an institution. Competent authority had to be, definitely it has to be signed through the competent authority. And you can, if you're collaborating with any other organization through a nodal officer, you can also identify. So they have two main focus area. Number one is a clinical training. Number two is translational research. The clinical training pertains to giving hands-on training for any specific clinical procedures to medical students, not only that, but also for young clinicians or scientists in the selected related field of biomedical research. And also the topic of translational research pertains to workshop on any prominent lead, so that like in context of diagnostics, therapeutics, vaccines, and interventions from labs, so that They can also do some testing for efficiency and efficacy that can be translated so that it be useful for the society. This also is there. Next comes the CSIR, Council for Scientific and Industrial Research. It is about to tell about this. They also grant scheme for organizing scientific events, particularly seminars, conference, workshop, but within India. So under the scheme, financial assistance is provided for universities, academic institutions, colleges, but also to registered societies, so that they can organize scientific events like seminars, conference, and workshop, so that they will be it will be a platform to varied professional scientists to share their knowledge and experiences in the field of science and technology. But here they do not provide any support for capital expenses, that is like purchase of laptop, computer, printer. It is not covered under the scheme, for particularly when you are applying for funds to organize seminars, conference, and workshop. To cover the eligibility as such. So faculties or scientists working in Government of India recognized institutions in the area of scientific education or research, they can definitely apply. And any registered All India Society or associations, professional organizations, trust, definitely if they have a very good proven credentials to their files, definitely they also can apply, but they have to submit at least 3 years of audited accounts, government departments, and also any no applications will be considered if there are any reports or like previous prior grants is blacklisted. If you had any such kind of events, then it will not be, you will not be able to receive any kinds. And one particular important aspect here, they are very specific, is that whoever is the organizer, they want them to be the really very much expertise in the subject field for the event proposed. So these are all the documents that has to be submitted before sanctioning. So it has to at least reach them before 2 months in advance, but not more than 4 months in advance. So late or even incomplete applications definitely will not be considered. So they have a summary sheet and a main application form, and they have given an annexure 1 and 2, where which like you will be given a lot of details which had to be filled by and duly signed by the authorized signatories, and it has to be forwarded only through proper channel. And here again, they are very specifically mentioning, saying that in case of international conference, copies of the approval from the concerned ministry is really very much essential. Here again, they are very much particular about uploading the copy of the brochure, and also if they had got any other financial assistance in the past, it has also to be uploaded. And approval or the forwarding letter from the head of the institution is really very much mandate. If in case if there are 2 or more organizations are joining, it definitely the consent from both the entities has to be submitted. So not only for seminars and workshops, they also provide travel grant. So the scheme mainly aims to provide financial assistance to young researchers, PhD students, research associates, and also resident doctors, and also emeritus scientists and other non-regular researchers for participation and also presenting their papers in international scientific events such as conferences, seminars, symposium, or like workshops. So they provide a full reimbursement, but it has to be from a very shortest route, and they mentioned that it has to be through Air India. What are some of the eligibility based on this CSIR is that the applicant should be an active young researcher. Minimum educational qualification should be postgraduate in science or even a bachelor degree in engineering or technology or even medicine is really very much essential. And the applicant should not have availed financial assistance for travel support in the last 3 years. And it is also very much essential for the applicant to have published papers in referred journals, and for applying for the travel grant, they should have at least the accepted paper as a lead author, or even if they had received any invitation to chair a session or as a keynote speaker is also sufficient for us, for you to apply. And the candidate is really very much expected to attend the entire conference. Next comes for mathematics people, National Board for Higher Mathematics. Here they give exciting funding for even for master scholarship, PhD scholarship, and also they give postdoctoral fellowship. Apart from that, they also give fundings for organizing conferences. So the quantum of assistance depends on each proposal, and it is not exceeding 8 lakh for international conference and 4 lakh for national conferences. And but if your topic is really very much exceptional, they are not really very much stopping it. The funding is not a barrier, they also extend. So here again, the applicants for applications for financial assistance should reach the NBHM at least 4 months prior before the commencement of the program, and at least 6 months before the commencement of the international conference or workshop. And next comes your Ministry of Culture, and now I'm moving on from science to social sciences. So here in Ministry of Culture, here they also provide a lot of financial assistance for seminars, festivals, and also exhibition on culture subjects by noteworthy non-profit organizations. So here what they do is that the government assistance is limited to 75% of the project cost, and also a higher ceiling of 5 lakhs. It is not that celebrating or like a common festival, for that they don't give, but for culture specific programs they do give funds. And these are all some of the documents that has to be attached. So constitution of the organizations with appropriate details had to be submitted. If in case of NGOs, the board of management or even the governing body, and particulars of each of the member has to be submitted. So, and also if it is an organization, annual report is really very much mandate to apply. And a detailed project report should have the project for which they are seeking assistance, and also item wise recurring or non-recurring expenditure had to be filled separately, and also the sources from which counterparts from, like where and all you are going to get other funds should also be mentioned. And also it is highly essential for you to mention specifically submit a statement of income and expenditure if for the previous 3 years, and it had to be certified by a chartered accountant. Next comes the Indian Council for World Affairs. So this Indian Council for World Affairs was grads, so suitably recognized Indian universities, colleges, and associations to organize conferences at national and international level on themes aligning with the objectives of ICWA, mainly to promote the study on foreign policies through study, so that through research, discussions, lectures, and also to organize. So they have specifically mentioned the themes such as India's foreign policies, India's relations with its neighborhoods, and also extended neighborhood. And the areas they suggest is geopolitical developments in Latin America, Africa, EU, US, Eurasia, and so on. Now, this is where I would like to give my more focus, because Indian Council of Social Science Research offers a lot of scope for not only for the assistant or associate professors, but also the young scientists, particularly the young research scholars. So they have their own guidelines to organize their national and international seminars. So for national seminars, they offer a fund up to 8 lakhs, and also for international seminar up to 12 lakhs. And collaborative seminar is also considered by ICSSR. So with government departments or even reputed research organizations with the social science research, where which this amount for this purpose, collaborative seminar, ICSSR is funding up to 10 lakhs. So we might be thinking that many of us would have got rejected because of again and again many a times we would have applied to ICSSR, but we would have lost hope because many times it would have got failed. But here comes once again a very good news. ICSSR has got regional centers at 6 different places of our country. So if you're funding, if you're aiming at to initiate your find, because like if because even in the past 4 days, many of you were really very much asking clarifications if you had not organized or if you had not got any research funds. This would be a very good startup for you, because these regional centers are of inviting applications all through the year, and you can choose your own specific area according to your geographical location. And if you're from Andhra Pradesh, Karnataka, Kerala, and Tamil Nadu, Telangana, or Lakshadweep and Pondicherry, you can choose the South Regional Center, or like this is how it is. So either Northwest Regional Center or North Regional Center, East or Northeast or West Regional Center. So people from all these places, they can apply to their respective regional centers, so that your chance of getting fund will be more easier for you. These regional centers have been undertaking many activities. They promote documentation and also bibliographical work in the regional languages. So they also support in organizing seminars, conferences in all these areas. So they also encourage organizing lecturers by the distinguished scholars, assisting regional professional associations of social scientists, and also they promote mainly the regional languages work in regional languages. They also provide accommodation at a reasonable rate wherever possible if the school scholars or even the students are visiting the place for library for their field work. So this as I had told you, they award study grants to scholars for even visiting libraries and institutions apart from their own place. And they also provide photocopying facilities to scholars, especially providing photocopies of selected articles from journals. Regional centers have also developed many infrastructure and research support facilities with the funds provided by ICSSR and also some state governments. They include hostel, guest house facilities, additional library spaces, conference halls, seminar rooms, and also facilities as such. Then they are really very much encouraging the young scientists, particularly who may promote social science research in the region, which may be delegated by ICSSR. And not only that, they also encourage people to participate in international seminars. The aim of the program is to assist invited social science scholars so that they will be able to make substantial contributions to international seminars or conferences to promote, so that like the academic links among the social scientists in India and also in abroad. It provides a lot of opportunities for the young minds so that they'll be able to enlarge their research perspective, so that they'll be able to contribute to the advancement of the knowledge and also dissemination of knowledge in social science subjects. So here particularly the financial assistance is given only to the Indian scholars, so that they are already invited to present papers in international conferences abroad. So the faculties who are eligible for financial assistance up to 50% of the total cost of the visit under the scheme, which includes air travel, visa fee, and travel insurances. And the faculties belonging to SC or ST, persons with benchmark disability, and also doctoral or postdoctoral scholars will be considered for full financial assistance by the expert committee if they had not received any financial resources or assistance from any other sources. And also sometimes like they also provide 100% for the ICSSR research institutes and also ICSSR recognized institutions. The expenditure mainly will be reimbursed on submission of the statement of expenditure. So the air ticket cost, the visa fee, everything had to be submitted. Only then it will be reimbursed to you. And also they encourage the young minds for data collection abroad, not only funding for conferences, seminars, or even workshops. They also encourage people to go abroad for the data collection. So under data collection abroad scheme, the ICSSR provides assistance to Indian social science scholars who intend to visit abroad for the purpose of data collection, so that the original approved fellowship project proposal, so that there is a substantial progress in the research, so that but they have to have a proper justification. So serving Indian faculty members in ICSSR as defined by the Ministry of Education are eligible to apply. PhD or even PDF Indian scholars are also eligible to apply. The visit under the scheme should not be more than 1 month duration. So the total expenditure, including the economy class airfare, the visa fee, travel insurances, definitely do not exceed more than 3 lakhs per person. So, but here the application is invited all through the year. After submitting the online applications, a hard copy of the same definitely had to be submitted along with all the enclosure to the ICSSR division, International Conference Division, ICSSR Aruna Asaf Alimarg, the address in Delhi. And also, only those applicants will be considered for assistants who have letters from the libraries, if in case if you want to visit libraries abroad. So you have to have a letter from the libraries stating non-availability of the desired data here, and also a letter from the libraries, etc., from abroad stating that they have the available resources. So finalized schedules of the primary secondary data has to be collected, and appointment with the desired from the mentioned institutions had to be specifically mentioned there. So you also have to justify the need and purpose of your visit academically, because only because you don't have that much of resources here, you will be funded by the ICSSR to go abroad. Next comes here once again one other aspect. This is called National Commission for Women. Here they also fund people particularly on the theme focusing on the women's empowerment. They have a lot of scope, and every year, maybe in the month of June and July, you'll be receiving every year you'll be receiving an advertisement, and they have their own specific topics, and they also beautifully explain what exactly are their expectation they have given in their guidelines pages. If you go through the website, they have a very good example, like what is their expectations of how they wanted to the applicant have to fulfill all their eligibility criteria. So there are these are all the type of organizations and individuals, an autonomous body or NGO, government organizations, all are eligible to apply. Not only from this central government, we also have from our state, particularly in Tamil Nadu State Council for Science and Technology. They assist for seminar, symposium, and workshop partially. So the main aim is to encourage knowledge exchange and also collaboration among the stakeholders, so that there will be a dissemination of scientific advancements and innovative ideas through the organized people. And they also encourage students project scheme. So they encourage students in professional and scientific disciplines to undertake innovative research projects focusing on solving specific scientific and technological and societal problems. They also provide financial support to undergraduate students, because I was keep on listening to one of your members asking, is there any scope for undergraduate students? Here it is. So undergraduate students and even postgraduate students in the field of agriculture, biology, chemistry, environment, medical, physics, social sciences, veterinary sciences, and engineering background, definitely they are helped with in completing the dissertation. So what is the specific, when can we receive the they do it in a specific time they have their own specifications. Every year they have announcements made, so you need to be really very much careful looking on to the websites. so that like you will not miss out the opportunity of applying. They also give travel grant for younger scientists so that they'll be able to visit abroad. So they inside under 40 years of age is what is the specifications, and they have to work in university or college or even research centers of our own state. They also give research scholars program so that like they'll be able to bridge the gap in research funding, so that they also give a lot of funding for the promising scholars, encouraging and academic excellence so that their studies can be definitely addressed in a very larger forum. And not only from the governmental organizations, here again there is an international funding organization. They fund for lecture courses for PhD students and also postdoctoral researchers in India. So here they had closed the applications in the month of July. So maybe the next year you can be really very much careful in applying for this between 1st of March and 1st of July. So yeah. So it is really very much, having said all these, there are also other organizations like where I received twice from National Institute of Social Defense. I have received twice funding for organizing national level conference, state level also. So you have to really very much careful in applying for organization. All these advertisements pop up during the month of May till August. So be really very much cautious in applying. So now moving on into some of the best practices which definitely will help you. So here I'm focusing on that. So you have to definitely identify the right agency or the right scheme early, so that you have to have a proper idea of for which organization and what topic you're really very much looking forward. So it is really very much essential for you to read the eligibility and how your institution eligibility as well. So be careful, be cautious now with respect to the timeline, because many schemes, as we had seen both in science and also in social sciences, they require the applications to be really in months in advance. For instance, NBHM for the mathematics, they will require the applications to be sent before 4 to 6 months, and ICMR 3 months, and so on and so forth. And mostly the documents, by and large, it is the detailed budget, letter of support or collaboration, if any, from any other organizations, and the invitation of the speakers, their designation, the details are all really very much essential. So some schemes require organizer to provide part of the cost. So what are some of the contributions from your own institution is provided will also be considered. So having said all the possible best practices and also giving you an overview of varied funding organizations, I would also like to focus on some of the main reasons for your proposals to be rejected. Mainly if it doesn't have any scientific merit, that is like if it is not really focused on what the theme the organization is focused, then definitely there might be a chance of your proposal to get rejected. So if you do not have any kind of any training course or in-house activities that had happened, then there are also chances of you getting rejection. If your work is not really very much novel, and if it is a very much regular routine, your application might not really very much process through. And sometimes if it is not really very much hardcore, maybe for instance biotechnology or even any science, then definitely it is also might be a chance of you getting rejected. If you had received a grant in last 3 years, then your chance of getting again within a span of 3 years is not possible. There are also some of other reasons that might not be a mandate for the funding agencies to support you. And if you do not have a relevant expertise, then that might also be the reason for getting rejected. If you had not completed information, if you had just uploaded incomplete information, that might also lead to rejection. Or if you're applying after the event is over, that will also be a not very positive signature. If it is not really very much recommended, so then it is really very much essential for you to get signed by your own head of the institution. If not, your chances of getting rejected will be more. If you had already got any support in the past of any other similar program, even that will also be a reason for your proposal to be getting rejected. If you're not really very much focused, if it is really very much lagging, then you might not really very much got selected. If you had not received any response or misleading or false information, or like it might also be any other reason suggested by the committee might also be the reason for you to get rejected. And particularly for travel, if you do not have the paper acceptance letter, then your chance of getting selected really will be low. And if you do not have any co-author, and if you're not, if being a research scholar, if you are not supported by the senior scientist, then your chances of getting selected will be low. And you have to have a proper approval from your HOD or even the lead author. That is really very much mandate. And your co-author has to be mentioned. So if you are not able to participate in that event, so that will also be a reason for you to get rejected. So inadequate or inconclusive data, sometimes we might be in a rush to submit before the last day, but we might not be very much careful in submitting all the details. So have always a double check before submitting the data. If an applicant fills different dates, even that is also a reason for you to get rejected. So that has to be really very much noted. And if you do not have the proper endorsement letter by the head of the institution, and if the information being filled on is not matching with what you had submitted brochure, then your chance of getting selected will also be not really likely. And sometimes by mistake, we would have submitted a blank paper. So we need to be really very much careful for not getting rejected. So overcoming these challenges, I would like to give some of the tips so that like you will be able to improve your success rate. So competing priorities and limited funds, because we know that there are so many people who are in competition. So definitely make sure your proposal is really very much strongly aligned with the agency mandates. Start early. Institutional clearance will definitely take time because it has to go through different people at different levels. So budget approval has to be obtained. So collaboration, make a better choice, and also for eligibility, provide impact metrics so that like how many participants, what would be the outcome, publications, and follow up. And also make sure that you ensure the compliance so that soon after your event gets closed, get over, you have to submit everything. And here I would like to also give a glance or a glimpse of what I had got in this academic year from National Institute of Social Defense. I was awarded of about like 4 lakh to conduct a state level conference for 2 days for the elderly. So every year they also give funding. So you can also try applying to this organizations. They have 3 different branches. Particularly they focus on transgenders, they focus on elderly, they focus on children with drug abuse. So they also offer a lot of training courses. If any of your people, or if you are an NGO practitioner, they also give training courses to be conducted, and it is a central government institute. So that would be there. So what exactly you have to be really very much careful while applying is that may be very careful with like what you have to apply, because many of the organizations, they are really very much clear about what are the dimensions, particularly in case of the accommodation, the travel, food. All these had to be really very much it has to be rational. They should be having a kind of a justification why you are giving to that amount. So conference kit is also there. So all these heads had to be logically and reasonably had to be mentioned in your proposal. So where you can find all these resources? You have a lot of agencies, websites, which I had also showed you, and also emails, alerts, and newsletters. Often we are receiving so many emails, notifications. Be really very much conscious to apply. And also, if there are any institutional research or grants office within your university, do aware of that. And I would like to make sure, give you an action plan, define the theme now itself. So start shortlisting the funding organization, draft a proposal with the budget, and also decide the submission deadlines. So that, and also plan for matching contribution, institutional support, and so on. These are all the key takeaways. There are multiple organizations, but each of them have their own specific scope. So make sure that you align with the funding mandate. Early planning and completeness of the application is really very much essential. So realistic budgeting is also really very much mandate. And reporting and post-event follow-up will also definitely give a good network for you to in future collaboration with the same organizations. So thank you. If you have any questions, I'm here to answer.
Yeah, thank you so much, Dr. Rachel, for a breathtaking session today. You have given a lot of information for the participants to take down the notes. Now the floor is open for discussion. You can use the chat box, or I'll make the participants to unmute. Just a minute. Yes. Yeah. Now I think you can, unmute yourself if you want to ask the question. The speaker will be available here. We are going to have a small validity program at 8 o'clock. So 10 minutes, we can take down some questions. Yeah. One question that.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening, ma'am. Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm Smita Mary from Fatima College, Madurai, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening.
Ma'am, I'm from MCA department. Ma'am, I had applied for ICSSR, both for national and international, ma'am. How to check whether my proposal is selected or not?
They also release they also now recently they have published the results. So each and every after the publication advertisements, they are also publishing the results. You have to constantly check on the websites. So that will definitely give you the answer for it, ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am, when you apply against the scheme, they will also release the selection list after some time. So you can check that, and you will also get the email from them. Yeah, one more question, like it is from Dr.
National Institute. One person has asked, saying that, like, is there any possibility for National Institute of Social Defense? So yes, mainly, but this National Institute of Social Defense, they are very friendly in nature because I had twice I had received fund from them. Only thing is, like, they are very specific. You have to really very much align with the topic. And for any disciplines, yes, you can definitely apply for through this National Institute of Social Defense. As I had told you, they focus on 3 particular areas. Your topic should focus on elders or children, focusing on drug abuse, and another one for transgenders.
One more question, like this time ICSSR opens for family-related topics.
Yes.
Can you suggest some of the new focus on it? Probably they also have given some of the subtopics. So please, you can just go through. And if you want to interact with the speaker, you can get her email ID, and then you can start interacting and looking for a joint project. That would be.
Yeah, sure. You can get my email ID. I can say sure.
Yeah, already, like, one of the participants asked for your email ID.
Yes,
for
I have.
Future.
I have posted. I have posted it.
Yes. So much. Any other question from the participants, or we can straight away start the validity program? Regarding the PPT and material, it is hard work of the resource person. So let us not ask for the PPTs. The session is live streaming. So it is there in the YouTube forever. So you can always watch and take down the notes. Thank you for your understanding. Okay, I think if there are no other questions, we will start the valedictory function. It's an informal one. So I think I have got some more questions. So sometime, one of the possible question that is there.
For ICSSR, sir.
Yeah.
So yes, it happens. So one thing what you can have is like I recently got a special call. Through that I got one grant where it's like we were able to understand the effectiveness of the scheme in or among the tribal people. So yes, the interview was very brief only, but you should be really very much sharp enough. Like your answer should be really very much crucial to the expectation of the panelist. So because like even I had my interview not lesser than like just 5 minutes, and they were able to get, so that like you have to have a very good clarity for your research topic to be selected. So that is really very much essential, ma'am.
Yes. Okay, I think you can just keep posting your question after valedictory. The speaker will be available here for some more time to take down your questions. Considering the time factor, let us start the valedictory program. And I'm here to welcome you all to the valedictory program of the 5-day series on the art of proposal writing. We have 5 different speakers focusing on different aspects of proposal writing. Today, we are now on the valedictory program. And, we could see that we got a lot of participants registered, and, nearly 500 participants are very regular, on time, attended the entire session. Thank you so much for attending. And now we would like to hear from you. How about the experience of having you here in MCCRC? We have got 2 people. One is like K. Parvati. You can just please unmute yourself, and then you can share your thoughts on that.
Good evening to all.
Good evening,
this 5 days series on art of proposal writing was very valuable, and I am so grateful to have taken part in this course. Really managed to relay so much information in such an engaging and interactive way without making it feel overwhelming at all. All the eminent personalities inspired me to expand my knowledge in project proposal. Your fresh approach to solving problems in project proposal really caught my attention. It is not often that someone can see things from such a unique perspective. At last, your commitment has been exceptional. We would not be where we are without your dedication. I have seen how you have taken on extra responsibilities and gone extra mile. Your insights are invaluable in helping us to refine our approach and ensure initiatives to meet the future challenges in the art of proposal writing. Thank you so much for the organizers and the institution. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your meaningful words from your heart. Thank you so much. We have another person, Venil Elavarasan from Magna College of Arts and Science. These 2 people I have already given in the chat box for their preference, please. Then we can move to Professor Ramachandran, CA.
So,
Please, others you can unmute, or we can just move to Professor Ramachandran, please.
Good evening, Professor. Is it audible?
Yeah, yes, you are very much, please.
Myself, Dr. Ramachandran, Associate Professor, Department of Management Studies from CMAT. It's really a great privilege to share my feedback. The session was very insightful, sir. We learned a lot of things, especially the speakers was very good, because I sincerely thank to all the distinguished professor for delivering wonderful. It was well structured and engaging presentation, because each and everything, the funding and it was meticulously planned, sir. So I'm very happy, sir. Also, the interactive example, also the real life case, like then they have shown their like real social sciences topics are all very much interest. It was so impressive. So I'm so happy, sir. I'm so happy. So also, I extended heartfelt gratitude to all your time, effort, and valuable insights, sir. I'm looking forward to apply more techniques in my future proposals, sir. So thanks, sir. Thanks. Surely we will on CMAT and we all will collaborate in future also, sir. Really very
Yeah.
happy.
Sure,
I don't have any
sure.
words to express I'm very happily, sir. I learned
Yeah.
many things for all 5 days, sir. Especially all our faculties are attending in my CMAT. It's a business standard business school. Even our principal, Dr. Bob Vinod Kumar, and our Grace Anthony, everyone, all the faculty are attending every day. We used to discuss also, sir.
Okay.
Really
That's
very
a great
nice.
thing, sir.
Thanks a
Great
lot.
thing,
Thanks a
great to
lot, Professor.
have
Thanks a
you,
lot.
the entire team, supporting us. And, I will share the MCC participants WhatsApp group to getting the updates from our end.
Definitely,
We
sir.
will be-
Definitely, sir. You can share any related to the research and any funding proposal. I mean, we are happy
Yeah.
to collaborate. We see
Yes.
everything all your speakers are very simple and very for the purpose of the it should be very clearly that they have explained, sir. So not like just like showing the PPT and other stuff. No, see the practically they have shown. They have shown that their own research proposal. No, especially I'm very happy from the starting to from ma'am to everyone. I'm very happy, sir. I'm so happy. First day, Kalyani ma'am session was very good. Followed by everyone, even Vijay Salamat sir, everyone, all are very good, sir. Thank you, Professor. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
Thank
Thanks a
you.
lot.
Thank you for your
Welcome to
words.
Coimbatore, Professor. Welcome
Yeah,
to
yes,
CMAT
very
also.
time. Yeah, as the principal said in the inauguration, like MCC Research Colloquium has a vibrant interdisciplinary team, and we used to take orientation programs for your college.
Sir, I have saved all your email IDs, sir. Everything.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Thanks,
Yes, thank
Professor.
you. Any other would
Thank
like
you.
to?
I don't take more
Yeah.
time. I will give opportunity to others, sir. Thanks a lot. Thanks.
Yes, thank you. You can just raise your hand or you can unmute and you can directly talk. We have 9 more minutes, 8:10. I'll share the feedback and we can close. You can just unmute and you can share your feedback. Sir, you're not audible, sir. Your voice is feeble, please.
Yeah, good evening, sir. The voice is audible?
Yes. Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah, sir.
Gopi
Myself,
Krishna, sir.
Gopi Krishnan. So this is the second FDP I'm attending. Already I've attended a 10-day FDP published with the paper in June month.
Yes.
So all the sessions were very informative. And so thank you, MCCRC team. And punctuality is the first keyword to your MCCRT team. So shortly we'll be starting the sessions at the regular time, 7 o'clock. And not only this FDP, already I've attended the first FDP. So the same, but I have learned more things about the funding, about the research, both national level as well as international level. So thank you, MCCRC team. And thank you all the professors who have delivered the sessions. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, Gopi sir. Every time, every day you used to ask questions. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.
I think, yes. Vijay Lakshmi, please raise your hand, please unmute.
Good evening,
good
sir.
evening. Good
I am
evening, ma'am.
Vijay Lakshmi from SR and BJNR Government Degree College, Khammam, Telangana State, sir. Sir, I am very delighted to hear this program, sir. It is very informative and encouraging also to students. Not only students, sir, faculty also. It boosts the interest to do PhD and other research programs also, sir. And I have known very much information about funding agencies also, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, ma'am, joining from Telangana. Thank you so much.
The mute button. Hello.
Yes, Dr. Lakshmi
good evening,
Prabha from
Solomon.
Bishop Iber College.
Yeah.
Yes.
Already, this is really we can fresh up our mind actually, because we are usually keep on writing projects, but this will give a refreshment for our ideas. So we are looking forward to your next session. So we are very much happy and thanks for the extra mile taken for this program. Extra miles you have done in this area. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I really want to say that we are going to have AI tools for researchers in the next month. The flyer will be shared in the group by Monday.
Sure. Yeah, sure. Surely we will join. Okay, thank you so much.
Any other? Yeah, I can see that a lot of people are giving your comments in the chat box. Thank you so much for the overwhelming response. We can have few more, 6 minutes more. You can raise your hand or you can unmute and you can talk. We really want to hear from you. Like you can talk about any other aspects that we could improve. Yes, you are feel free to say.
Hello, sir.
Yes, hello.
Yes. Yeah, really, it's a useful program for us, for the trainers particularly. The thing is that we need to make a lot of improvements in our area, particularly in technical things, sir.
Yes.
Particularly not only in our subject of discussion,
Yes.
but in our technical things, like how to record the number of attendees in a Zoom meeting. That might be one of my next research topic.
Okay.
I hope so.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry to say this, sir. Actually,
Yeah.
because of this, we found a lot of troubles, sir. Actually, even though after attending the program, yesterday we found a lot of troubles to record our feedbacks.
Yes.
Okay, so there is no proper evidence that we are attending the programs.
Yes.
We missed actually,
yeah.
sir. Yeah, we are all actually some people from our college. We are missing the links, sir. Actually, from our chat group.
Yes. So that is why, sir, we just say that 80%. Probably we can say that 60% attendance you are eligible to get the certificate. So if you have given 3 feedbacks, so much, and we will try to count that aspect. The problem is like we have registered and daily we have 500 plus. But the point is when you have 450 participants, they're not good. That's why we need to restrict that. Thank you very much. We will count
issue,
that.
Sir. That's not your issue. That's a technical issue, sir.
Yes.
Actually.
We'll work it out. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Good evening, sir.
Any other? Yeah, yes.
Good evening, sir. This is Dr. Mahalakshmi from Lady Doe College, sir. This
Hello.
is the 4th program that we are attending. So every time the program is posted by MCC, we'll be very eagerly awaiting to learn from you. And this session was really very useful. We are able to get new updates, which will help us in writing up more proposals. And we aim to get more funds. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you
Even
so
though
much.
you said 80% of attendance, 100% attendance we used to maintain, sir, because we don't want to miss any event. Thank you. We
Thank you.
congratulate the entire team for organizing
Yes.
such an excellent event. Thank you.
Yeah, LDC is always close to MCC, even though we are from Madurai. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, we have 3 more minutes. Quickly, 3 people can share. Yes.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, I am Chandrasekhar Shetty.
Yes, sir.
I am Chandrasekhar Shetty from St. Aloysius Autonomous College, now deemed to be University, Mangalore.
Yes, sir.
We are fortunate to attend this FDP. The very concept of art of writing a research proposal was very exciting. Here, the basic tools of AI, how to craft the proposal, and finally the writing, the funding agencies, all the areas of research proposal writing and chances of getting the funding is explained very nicely. We are grateful to you. Many of my colleagues also joined the FDP, and in the future also we'll try to join all the programs. It's organized by the MCC. Once again, I thank on behalf of all my colleagues to the organizers for organizing such an eventful event of FDP. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. We would like to have your team here in the next month, probably November month. Thank you so much, St. Aloysius University. And I'll the speaker with the session. Hello.
Myself, I am Jayashree from Guru Nanak College, a research scholar. So I'm so happy that I'm being a part of this research colloquium of MCC team. Actually, I have to say a thank you for all your team members, because your previous SPSS package have helped me a lot. That recently I have published a paper with the help of that, because
congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Because I am on science field, advanced biotechnology and zoology. I am not much on the statistics thing. This like a stepping fruit like me, which your team have done at the right time. So it gained me to do the statistics at the right time for my paper. So I would like to thank everyone, especially Chinnamuthu sir, Again, I'm attending this, and this for my future proposal, I think I will cope up with my guide, and these things will be useful for me, I think. So thank you, the whole team, for this work, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And we are happy to hear that you could publish a paper and, somehow MCC is in your life there. Thank you so much. And, we have 34 seconds left to 8:10.
Sir,
Yeah.
good evening, sir.
Yes, last one. Yes, thank you. Good
This
evening,
is
ma'am.
Dr.
Please go on.
Maheshwari from Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College, Trichy, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
I am attending your program for the third time, and the impression with the Sita Lakshmi Ramaswamy College is that whatever Dr. Solomon sir is organizing will be of great use in terms of the knowledge sharing, in terms of the benefits, in terms of the punctuality and the dedication, the commitment. That is what, the impression that you have left with us, sir. And as usual,
That is not with Dr. Solomon, sir. That is with the MCC Research Colloquium. Thank you so much.
Yes,
sir.
sir. It's led by you and the entire team. I've been attending all the 5 days for this, FDP, and it was wonderful listening to all the, dedicated resource persons. And it's a nice thing that, we attend. And this is one of your, unique program that you have come up with in sharing the knowledge free of cost to all our faculty fraternity friends. Thank you, sir, for organizing such a wonderful FDP, and God bless you and your team for your service to continue. We have benefited highly. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks to you and to the team.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I would like to propose the vote of thanks for the 5-day series on the art of proposal writing. And it's my duty to thank Lord Almighty for having showering all his blessings on all of us to be able to be a part of this 5-day program. And I thank our college principal and secretary of Madras Christian College, Dr. Paul Wilson, who is spearheading the 188-year-old institution to a newer heights. And MCC Research Colloquium is his brainchild, continuing reaching the faculty fraternity across the country. We could say that we have crossed nearly 20,000 people across the country. And this particular program, we got representation from 300 institutions. I thank all the participants who have registered and attended our program. And I thank the management and the college principals, and a lot of encouragement from the college principals every day I used to get. Thank you so much, the administrators, the deans, the principals, and so on, and the resource persons. I cannot, forget about them, because they are all from different field, and probably they are entirely new, except from Chinamuthu and Dr. Kalyani. The other people have spoken for the first time, addressing the larger crowd. As a team, we started preparing for this particular program, and I'm very particular about the content that we would like to display. And all those resource persons are lovely, because they have listened to the comments from each of the faculty members in our team, and we exchange ideas and we culminate our ideas to come up with the content. And even though 5 days we spoke about the proposals, and we are particular about like minimum amount of overlap, and the different perspectives should be covered, and that even exactly that we could do that here. Thank you so much. And once again, I share the MCC Research Colloquium Participants Group. You can be a part of it. If you are not part of our group earlier, you can click and you can join in the WhatsApp group. And one more thing, like upcoming program, a 5-day program on AI tools for researchers, starting from how to conceive an idea to publish a paper in Index Journal. Thank you so much, and thank you all. Please be, give the feedback for the day 5 and the overall feedback. It is together in this particular feedback. And if you have given 3 feedbacks, you are eligible to get the certificates. The certificates will reach you probably within 7 to 10 days. Thank you so much. I'll stop the recording. Yeah. So the speaker is available here. You can, unmute and you can ask, or you can, put your questions in the chat box. Dr. Rachel will be here for another 5 minutes, and probably 8:20 we can wind up. Thank you so much. Anyone would like to, ask? Please. The feedback link is given. Please, you can give that. It has both the day 5 as well as the overall feedback. Remember, overall feedback is essential to get the certificate because we ask for your correct name, your college, and other things so that it will be featuring in the certificate. Ma'am, I would like to ask one question that, a personal message that is to me. When you write the proposal for conference funding agencies, how to select the title? Is it like we select the title and approach, or like, select the funding agency and decide the title? How do you do?
So it has to be done